I want us to think about human history like a kickball game. God is the star player and captain on the home team, and as the captain, he selects human beings as his teammates in a head-to-head showdown against the devil and all of his minions. Right from the start, Satan blasts off to an early lead with the tempting of Adam and Eve, which ultimately ensues in their rebellion and their betrayal of God. Quickly, it becomes clear that the weakness of God's team is not him, but the players he chose to be on his team, the humans. As the innings progress, not much changes. The opposing team continues to capitalize on the mistake-prone human beings as they appear to constantly get distracted and fall out of sync with God, their star player, and their captain. Their unwillingness to cooperate with God and follow his game plan leads to what appears to be an inevitable victory for the opposing team. At the bottom of the 8th inning, the opposing team is up 10-8. All 8 runs belonging to God himself. Really, the only reason they're still in the game. During the bottom of the 8th inning, the typical ensued. 2 of the human players kick pop fly balls for 2 quick outs. That's when God calls together a handful of players. You, and you. All I need you to do is kick ground balls and load up the bases. You see, there's a reserve player on the bench that's going to kick you all home. Despite wanting to send the ball into space and be the hero herself, the first player, Aubrey, decides to trust God. She bunts the ball and she runs to first. Safe! She makes it. The second player, Dave, who also decides to trust God, kicks a ground ball between second and third, giving enough space for the players to advance to the next base. Then Izzy comes to the plate and kicks a ground ball, heads directly towards the chest of the pitcher, bounces off the chest of the pitcher, pops into the air. As the pitcher fumbles the ball, it hits the ground, giving just enough time for all 3 players to get onto bases, leaving the bases completely loaded. At that moment, the reserve player, Jay, approaches the plate. Aubrey, Dave, and Izzy notice something about Jay. He did not appear to possess the athletic build of the type of person who would typically kick everybody home with a grand slam. But in the name of positivity, each player, Aubrey, Dave, and Izzy, decided to ready themselves to run home. With everyone watching, the pitch was released. Satan decided to put some spin on the ball. It bounced up and curved out of line with the plate. Clearly a bad pitch, but Jay swung his leg anyway. When his foot hit the ball, doubt crept into the heart of Aubrey, Izzy, and Dave. They knew this kick was going to fall short of clearing the fence, and so they all began to run as fast as they possibly could. One by one, they all advanced to home, and then quickly turned to watch Jay rounding the bases. Jay zipped past first, rounded second, and then dodged an attempt throwout while approaching third. After tapping third, he then headed towards home while one of the opposing players finally caught up to the loose ball. Fortunate for the home team, it appeared to be too late to throw out Jay before he would tag home plate. But then, the unlikely occurred. Jay tripped and fell to the ground below, giving time to the opposing team to advance the ball within striking distance. As they released the ball, Jay rolled to his right, making 3 complete rotations, and the loose ball that was zipping towards him missed him just by a hair, giving him a few more seconds to reach out and touch home plate with his hand to secure the lead. When it seemed like all hope was lost, the home team took the lead and went up 12-10 because of Jay. This is what Galatians 4:4 says about God sending Jay, and in case you haven't figured it out yet, J stands for Jesus. When the time came to completion, God sent his son. This verse points out that at the perfect timing, God chose to send his son Jesus into the world to secure the most unlikely victory in a battle against sin, evil, death, and our enemy Satan. The way he chose to secure the victory did not look like a grand slam at first, because the hero died a brutal death on the cross as a criminal. But he did not stay down. Instead, he rose up in 3 days, securing the home team's grand slam and making us a guarantee that we will win the game, guaranteeing us that we will stay ahead in the 9th inning and walk away with the big W. All we have to do is endure the 9th inning, knowing that no matter how bad things might look in the 9th, Jesus has guaranteed us the win. If it appears that evil and Satan are loading the bases during the top of the 9th, just when that happens, our star player Jesus will get us through the ugly parts of that inning and pull out a victory for us. Some of the innings in the game of life for us personally will be ugly, but we have the most unlikely winner on our side, Jesus, and he has proven and will prove again that we will be victorious.